Transcendence, The Dawn of the Homo Superior. Chapter 1, The Hidden Facility. Scene 1. Dr. Olivia Marshall and her team gathered around a table in their makeshift laboratory, their faces filled with a mix of excitement and skepticism. The discovery of the hidden underground facility had breathed new life into their weary souls. Olivia, tall with short, auburn hair and piercing blue eyes, leaned forward, her voice filled with determination. "This could be the breakthrough we've been searching for," she said, her words cutting through the silence that hung in the air. "If this database holds the knowledge of the Homo Superior, it could save us all." Marcus Brooks, a resourceful scavenger known for his muscular build and rough beard, raised an eyebrow skeptically. "But how can we be sure this isn't just another dead end? We've been let down before." Olivia's gaze hardened, her analytical mind pushing aside doubt. "We have to take the risk, Marcus. Humanity is on the brink of extinction. We can't afford to ignore any possibility." Dr. Sebastian Turner, with short silver hair and glasses perched on his nose, chimed in cautiously. "Olivia has a point. The historical records we've uncovered so far suggest that the Homo Superior possessed incredible abilities and advanced technology." Maya Rodriguez, a fierce and loyal ally who had lost loved ones to the rule of the technocrats, crossed her arms tightly against her chest. Her vibrant brown eyes flashed with determination as she spoke up. "If there's even a chance of defeating those technocrat bastards and restoring justice, I'm willing to give it everything I've got." Dr. Emily Carter, a kind-hearted psychologist who always took others' feelings into account, nodded in agreement. "But we must also consider the ethical implications," she reminded them gently. "We need to ensure that we handle these powers responsibly and prevent them from falling into the wrong hands." Olivia listened intently to each member of her team before finally speaking again. "The risks are undeniable," she admitted, her voice tinged with vulnerability beneath her confident facade. "But if we succeed in reviving the Homo Superior's dormant powers, imagine what it could mean for humanity." With that statement hanging in the air like a flickering flame of hope in their hearts, Olivia and her team turned their attention to the ancient database before them. They began poring over its contents meticulously, immersed in its digital depths as they delved deeper into their mission to revive the forgotten species known as Homo Superior. In this momentous journey filled with uncertainty and danger, their shared purpose became solidified: to unravel the mysteries of the Homo Superior and save humanity from extinction. Little did they know that their pursuit would attract not only rival factions eager to exploit these powers but also force them to confront their own inner demons as well. And so began their quest for transcendence, a path fraught with challenges yet brimming with potential. This was only the beginning. Scene 2. Dr. Olivia Marshall's footsteps echoed through the dimly lit corridors of the hidden facility, her eyes fixed on the intricate symbols and artifacts decorating the walls. The air felt heavy with anticipation as she cautiously explored this forgotten world. She traced her fingers along the cold metal surfaces, feeling a strange connection to the past. The remnants of long-lost experiments lay scattered in her path, reminders of a civilization far more advanced than their own. As she ventured deeper into the facility, her breath caught in her throat when she stumbled upon a chamber bathed in ethereal blue light. Holographic projections flickered to life around her, displaying vivid scenes from the Homo Superior's history. Olivia marveled at their extraordinary abilities captured in these ancient recordings. She watched as beings with shimmering auras levitated effortlessly, manipulating energy with graceful gestures. It was like witnessing magic come to life before her eyes. In one particularly awe-inspiring display, she witnessed a Homo Superior using their powers to heal an injured comrade, their touch irradiating with an otherworldly warmth. It was a stark contrast to the harsh reality of their own post-apocalyptic existence. Lost in wonderment, Olivia couldn't help but imagine what it would be like to have such incredible abilities at their disposal. She knew that unlocking this dormant potential could reshape humanity's fate and provide hope in this desolate world. Just as she began to contemplate the possibilities, a loud crash jolted Olivia out of her reverie. She turned abruptly toward the sound, ready for whatever danger lurked in the shadows. To her surprise, It was Marcus who appeared from behind a crumbling wall, his rough beard speckled with dust and debris. Their eyes met briefly, conveying both relief and determination. "Looks like we've got company," Marcus said gruffly, his voice carrying a hint of excitement mixed with caution. "But I managed to take care of them." Olivia nodded appreciatively and followed Marcus as they made their way back through the corridors toward their team. The encounter had reminded them once again of the importance of protecting their discoveries from those who sought to exploit them. Their journey through this underground network had only just begun, but already they could sense the weight of responsibility resting on their shoulders. They were embarking on a path that would challenge them mentally and physically, pushing them to confront their own limits and make difficult choices. And yet, despite the uncertainty ahead, there was a glimmer of hope within them all, a belief that reviving the Homo superior's powers could provide salvation for both themselves and humanity as a whole. With determination etched into every line on their faces, Olivia and Marcus pressed forward, ready to face whatever trials awaited them in this new world, because saving humanity was worth every risk they would have to take. The journey continued. Scene 3. Dr. Olivia Marshall could feel the adrenaline coursing through her veins as she sprinted through the dimly lit corridors of the underground facility. The sound of distant footsteps echoed behind her, a constant reminder of the danger that lurked in the shadows. She glanced over her shoulder to see Marcus Brooks close on her heels, his muscular frame moving with a fluid grace that betrayed his years of scavenging and survival in the wastelands. Their eyes met briefly, a silent understanding passing between them as they raced toward their team. As they rounded a corner, Olivia skidded to a halt, her heart pounding in her chest. A group of rival faction spies had infiltrated the facility, their black uniforms blending seamlessly with the darkness around them. They seemed to flicker like shadows as they moved with deadly precision. Olivia's blue eyes narrowed as she assessed the situation. She knew that allowing these intruders to steal their research or sabotage their progress could have catastrophic consequences for not only her team but for humanity itself. Without hesitation, Olivia raised her hand and motioned for Marcus and Maya Rodriguez to flank the intruders from both sides while Emily attempted to reason with them. The element of surprise would be crucial in gaining an advantage. As Marcus and Maya silently approached their targets, Olivia took cover behind a crumbling pillar, observing the unfolding scene with laser focus. She watched as Emily stepped forward, her warm brown eyes filled with determination. "Please," Emily pleaded calmly, her voice carrying across the tense silence. "We're all searching for answers here. Let us continue our work without interference." The leader of the rival faction smirked arrogantly, his expression radiating power and control. He turned his gaze towards Cynthia and Ethan Reynolds, who stood beside him, exchanging knowing looks before responding. "Your work threatens our dominance," he sneered dismissively. "We can't afford to let you unlock this power and upset the balance we've worked so hard to maintain." Olivia's grip tightened on her weapon as she listened intently to their conversation. The stakes were higher than ever now, not just for herself and her team but for all survivors who clung desperately to hope in this desolate world. With a swift motion, Marcus lunged forward from his hiding spot, swiftly disarming one of the spies before engaging him in hand-to-hand combat. Meanwhile, Maya expertly maneuvered through the shadows, silently dispatching another unsuspecting foe. Olivia's heart pounded in her chest as she scanned the chaotic scene before her. This was it, a life-or-death battle that would determine whether they could protect their research and push forward or be consumed by those who sought to exploit it. In that moment, Olivia made a split-second decision, one that would change everything. With conviction burning in her eyes, she sprang into action alongside Marcus and Maya, fiercely defending what belonged to them against those who sought to take it away. Their defense was relentless, each member of Olivia's team working together seamlessly despite the chaos swirling around them. Their shared purpose shone brightly even amid the uncertainty and danger that permeated every inch of this hidden facility. As sweat dripped down Olivia's brow and adrenaline coursed through her body, she felt more alive than ever before. In this moment of fierce resistance against their adversaries, she glimpsed a glimmer of hope, a belief that they could overcome any obstacle standing in their way. And so they fought on, united by a common goal and driven by sheer determination. But little did they know that this encounter was only a taste of what lay ahead. The true challenges were yet to come, challenges that would test not only their physical strength but also their resilience and unwavering resolve. With every strike thrown and every defensive maneuver executed flawlessly by Olivia's team, they moved one step closer to realizing their mission, unlocking the dormant powers of the Homo superior and securing humanity's future in this new world. The battle raged on. Dr. Olivia Marshall stood at the head of the table in their makeshift laboratory, her eyes scanning each member of her team as they discussed the implications of their discovery. The room was filled with a mix of excitement and skepticism, the tension palpable in the air. "We have to consider the potential dangers," Olivia began, her voice steady and measured. "Unlocking the dormant powers of the Homo superior could have unforeseen consequences." Marcus Brooks, leaning against a wall with his arms crossed tightly over his chest, nodded in agreement. "We can't ignore the fact that rival factions will try to exploit these abilities for their own gain," he interjected. "We need to be prepared." Olivia's blue eyes narrowed, her analytical mind already considering various scenarios. "Agreed," she replied firmly. "We must strengthen our defenses and take extra security measures to protect ourselves and our research." Maya Rodriguez chimed in, her voice laced with determination. "I've seen firsthand what happens when power falls into the wrong hands. We need to ensure we're not handing it over to another group of tyrants like the technocrats." Dr. Sebastian Turner, always cautious and meticulous in his approach, raised an eyebrow as he glanced around the room. "We also need to be realistic about our capabilities," he cautioned. "This is uncharted territory for all of us. We must proceed with caution and be prepared for unexpected challenges." Olivia listened intently to each member of her team, taking note of their concerns and perspectives. She valued their input. Their collective wisdom carried them through countless obstacles in this harsh post-apocalyptic world. "Security protocols will be implemented immediately," Olivia announced, her words carrying a sense of purpose and authority. "Access to our research will be restricted to only those who have proven their loyalty and dedication." Emily Carter, ever empathetic and attuned to others' emotions, spoke up softly from her seat at the table. "Let us remember that we are not just scientists or survivors, but guardians of knowledge," she said gently. "With great power comes great responsibility." Olivia nodded in agreement, appreciation shining in her eyes as she looked around at her team assembled before her, dedicated souls driven by a shared purpose. In times like these, trust in one another becomes our most valuable resource, Olivia stated resolutely. "We must rely on each other's strengths while remaining vigilant against external threats." With their objectives clear and their determination unwavering, Olivia and her team set forth on a path that would test their mettle like never before. The challenge ahead was daunting, but they were united by a common goal: to unlock the dormant powers of the Homo superior while ensuring humanity's survival. Their mission had become more than just scientific curiosity, it was now a matter of safeguarding hope in a desolate world. And so they continued onward, ready to face whatever trials awaited them on this perilous journey. For within this underground facility lay not only answers but also untold dangers, secrets that could shape their destiny and alter the course of human evolution forever. But for now, they focused on fortifying themselves against rival factions willing to do whatever it took to seize control. The battle for knowledge had only just begun. Scene 2. Dr. Olivia Marshall cautiously stepped into a vast chamber bathed in an ethereal blue glow, the sound of her footsteps echoing through the silence. Holographic projections flickered to life around her, illuminating the walls with vivid scenes from the Homo superior's history. Olivia's eyes widened in awe as she watched these ancient recordings, each one capturing the extraordinary abilities possessed by these long-forgotten beings. They levitated effortlessly, their shimmering auras creating an otherworldly spectacle. It was as if they were witnessing magic come to life before their very eyes. In one particular display, Olivia saw a Homo superior using their powers to heal an injured comrade, their touch emanating a warmth that seemed to transcend mere physicality. The contrast between these acts of compassion and the harsh realities of their post-apocalyptic world struck her deeply. Lost in wonderment, Olivia couldn't help but imagine what it would be like to possess such incredible abilities. She wondered how it might change the course of humanity, whether it could provide a glimmer of help amidst the desolation and despair. Her thoughts were interrupted by a sudden crash from behind a crumbling wall. Olivia spun around, her heart pounding with anticipation. To her surprise, Marcus Brooks emerged from the shadows, his rough beard speckled with dust and debris, his scarred face etched with determination. Their eyes met for a fleeting moment, conveying both relief at finding each other unharmed and an unspoken understanding of the importance of their mission. Together, they formed an unbreakable bond forged in chaos and adversity. "There are intruders," Marcus informed Olivia gruffly. "But I managed to take care of them." Olivia nodded appreciatively, a mixture of gratitude and respect shining in her piercing blue eyes. As they made their way back through the labyrinthian corridors towards their team, they braced themselves for what lay ahead. The encounter had served as a stark reminder that rival factions would stop at nothing to seize control over their research. It further fueled Olivia's determination to protect their discoveries from those who sought to exploit them for personal gain. As they rejoined their team within the dimly lit laboratory, Olivia pushed aside her lingering doubts. Now was not the time for hesitation or second-guessing. Their purpose remained clear: unlock the dormant powers of the Homo superior and ensure humanity's survival in this new world. Together, they faced countless challenges lying in wait just beyond their reach, rival factions eager to snatch away any chance at salvation. But united by a shared purpose and bound by trust, Olivia and her team would bravely forge ahead into an uncertain future. For within this ancient underground facility lay not only answers but also untold dangers, secrets that could reshape human destiny forever. And so they pressed on, steadfast in their resolve to bring about transcendence and usher in a new era for Homo superior and humanity alike. With every step forward, Olivia felt a surge of hope swell within her chest. Hope that perhaps there was still a chance for mankind to rise above its darkest hour. For now, all they could do was trust in one another and navigate through the treacherous path that lay ahead, clinging tightly to that glimmer of possibility that shone brightly even amidst the shadows of uncertainty. The journey continued. Scene 3. Dr. Olivia Marshall quickly assessed the situation unfolding before her. The rival faction spies had breached their defenses once again, revealing a relentless determination to seize control over their groundbreaking research. Sweat dripped down Olivia's brow as she darted from one cover to another, her agile movements a testament to the countless hours she had spent training for moments like these. Her heart pounded in her chest, but her mind remained focused on the task at hand, protecting what was rightfully theirs. Marcus Brooks, his rough beard coated with sweat and dirt, fought ferociously alongside Olivia. Each of his blows landed with precision and force, sending rival faction spies reeling backward. Their adversaries were skilled fighters, but Marcus's resourcefulness and years of survival experience gave him an edge that they underestimated. Emily Carter, her usually calm demeanor replaced by fierce determination, provided support from a distance. With each well-aimed shot from her tranquilizer gun, she rendered another enemy unconscious, ensuring that they wouldn't pose a threat for long. Maya Rodriguez moved with stealth and precision, expertly utilizing her skills in infiltration and close-quarters combat. In the midst of the chaos, she managed to disarm an opponent with lightning speed, taking away their ability to strike back. Olivia's blue eyes locked onto the leader of the rival faction spies, a man who exuded arrogance and unwavering loyalty to his cause. Cyrus Stone stood tall and imposing, his slick-back hair reflecting the dim light of the underground facility. He met Olivia's gaze with piercing green eyes filled with contempt and a hunger for power. Their confrontation crackled with intensity as they circled each other cautiously. They were two sides of a coin, one driven by compassion and a desire to save humanity, the other fueled by ambition and a thirst for control. In a flash of movement, Cyrus lunged towards Olivia with lightning speed, aiming to overpower her physically. But Olivia sidestepped his attack gracefully, countering with swift strikes that showcased her agility and honed combat skills. Their battle continued in a dance of calculated aggression and measured defense. Each move was calculated. Every strike carried purpose. The clash between them represented more than just physical strength. It encapsulated conflicting ideologies and opposing visions for the future. As Olivia grappled with Cyrus's powerful onslaught, her mind raced with possibilities. She knew that defeating him would be crucial not only for their own safety but also to send a clear message to other rival factions seeking to exploit their research. With heightened focus and resolve burning within her, Olivia summoned all her strength for one final decisive blow. Her fist connected solidly with Cyrus's jaw, sending him sprawling backward in defeat. The chamber fell into silence as the remaining rival faction spies either retreated or surrendered under the weight of their defeat. In that momentary lull, Olivia locked eyes with Marcus, deep gratitude shimmering within those brief glances exchanged between them. Their victory was hard-won but far from complete. They knew that this encounter was merely one battle in an ongoing war against those who sought to control the Homo Superior project for their own gain. Amidst the debris littering the chamber floor, remnants of their struggle, Olivia felt a renewed sense of purpose coursing through her veins. She understood that there would be more challenges ahead. More sacrifices required in order to protect what they held dear. But for now, as they regrouped amidst the shadows cast by holographic projections replaying scenes of ancient battles fought by Homo Superior beings centuries ago, they basked in small triumphs, victories that whispered promises of help amidst an uncertain future. They would continue on this perilous path because they believed in its importance, despite knowing full well that greater dangers awaited them. Hand in hand, united by their shared purpose and unyielding resilience, Dr. Olivia Marshall and her team pressed forward into uncharted territory, determined to unlock the dormant powers of the Homo Superior while safeguarding humanity's future in this new world teetering on the edge of extinction. The journey continued. Chapter 3, Alliance in the Wastelands. Scene 1. Dr. Olivia Marshall and Marcus Brooks sat huddled together in a dimly lit corner of their makeshift laboratory, their faces etched with determination. The discussion was intense as they weighed the risks and benefits of venturing into the treacherous wastelands. Olivia leaned forward, her eyes narrowing as she spoke. "Marcus, I understand your concerns," she began, her voice measured yet filled with conviction. "But we can't afford to stay confined within these walls forever. We need allies if we're going to have any chance at success." Marcus crossed his arms tightly over his chest, his gaze fixed on a flickering holographic projection nearby. "I've seen firsthand what those scavengers out there are capable of," he said gruffly. "They won't hesitate to take advantage of us or turn against us if it suits their purpose." Olivia reached out a hand, resting it gently on Marcus's arm. Her touch conveyed both empathy and determination. "I know, Marcus," she replied softly. "But we have abilities that can tip the scales in our favor. Abilities that can restore help to this desolate world." Marcus sighed heavily, his rugged features softening for a moment before hardening once again. "Fine," he conceded reluctantly. "But trust won't come easy out there. We'll have to prove ourselves every step of the way." Olivia nodded in understanding, her eyes searching Marcus's face for a glimmer of hope. "I believe that there are good people still left in this world," she said earnestly. "We just need to find them and show them that our cause is worth fighting for." With that shared understanding, Olivia outlined her plan, a risky but necessary strategy to recruit other skilled survivors from nearby settlements. She stressed the importance of forming alliances, emphasizing that their combined efforts would increase their chances of reviving the Homo Superior and rebuilding a fair society. As they continued their discussion late into the night, Olivia and Marcus shared glimpses of their personal experiences surviving in this brutal post-apocalyptic world. Their stories wove a tapestry of resilience and determination, revealing how their different skill sets could complement each other on their arduous journey. Small details emerged during the conversation, a gentle smile from Olivia when recounting an act of kindness witnessed amidst the chaos, or the furrowed brow on Marcus's scarred face as he recalled moments of betrayal and loss. In the quiet sanctuary of their laboratory, away from the harsh realities outside, Olivia and Marcus forged a bond, one built on trust and unwavering resolve. Their alliance would be tested time and time again as they ventured into the treacherous wastelands. But in this moment, surrounded by remnants of humanity's downfall and fueled by a shared purpose, they found solace in each other's presence. The path ahead beckoned with uncertainty and danger, but armed with determination and an unyielding belief in humanity's potential for redemption, Dr. Olivia Marshall and Marcus Brooks prepared themselves mentally and physically for what lay ahead. The journey continued. Scene 2. Dr. Olivia Marshall and Marcus Brooks trudged through the desolate wasteland, their steps purposeful yet cautious. The air was thick with an acrid scent, a toxic reminder of the environmental catastrophe that had befallen this world. The remnants of crumbling buildings loomed like silent sentinels, bearing witness to humanity's downfall. They walked amidst the ruins, surrounded by a landscape scarred by time and neglect. Walls stood like skeletal remains, once vibrant with life but now reduced to rubble. Their breaths came in labored puffs as they navigated treacherous terrain, debris crunching underfoot. Each step echoed through the silence, a symphony of destruction. The wind whispered mournfully, carrying with it fragments of memories long forgotten. Olivia's blue eyes scanned their surroundings, sharp and alert. She took note of small details, a broken window glinting in the distance and a solitary flower stubbornly pushing through cracks in the concrete. It was within these juxtapositions that she found solace, reminders that life persisted even in the harshest of conditions. Marcus, his rugged features etched with determination, moved swiftly alongside Olivia. His muscles flexed beneath his tattered shirt as he deftly maneuvered through obstacles, trained instincts honed by years of survival experience guiding his every move. He spoke little but his actions spoke volumes. With each passing moment, the duo encountered hostile scavengers lurking in the shadows. Their eyes were filled with desperation and a hunger for resources that Olivia and Marcus possessed or were believed to possess. A confrontation ensued, a dance between predator and prey in this unforgiving world. Marcus fought with precision and agility, his movements fluid and calculated. Each blow landed with purpose, sending adversaries sprawling backward or fleeing from the fight altogether. Olivia relied on her analytical mind and strategic thinking to outmaneuver her opponents. She sought not only to incapacitate but also to understand them, to unravel their motivations buried beneath layers of survival instinct. In the midst of combat, Olivia caught sight of a young scavenger holding onto a worn photograph, a snapshot frozen in time amid chaos. The girl's eyes met Olivia's briefly, revealing a vulnerability hidden beneath her hardened exterior. Without hesitation, Olivia disarmed her adversary swiftly yet gently, an act both compassionate and fierce. A single gesture meant to convey that hope still existed amidst these desolate wastelands. As they pressed forward against countless odds, their journey revealed more than just the dangers posed by rival factions or toxic landscapes. It unearthed shared experiences and forged connections, bonds born from shared resilience and unwavering determination. The scene ended with Marcus extending a hand to help Olivia up from where she stumbled on uneven ground. In that fleeting touch between them, unspoken trust bloomed amidst destruction, an acknowledgement that they needed each other in this tumultuous world. And so they continued onward together, two souls navigating the wreckage of civilization while seeking solace in small victories won amidst chaos. For within these barren wastelands lay not only danger but also unexpected moments of connection and compassion, fragile threads weaving together the tapestry of humanity's struggle for survival. The journey continued. Scene 3. As the dust settled from the intense battle, Olivia Marshall surveyed the aftermath with a mixture of relief and weariness. Bodies lay strewn across the torn landscape, scattered like broken memories amidst the wreckage of their rivalry. The rival faction that had dared to challenge her team now lay defeated, their ambitions crushed beneath Olivia's unwavering determination. She looked at her team, their faces grim but triumphant. Marcus Brooks, his muscles glistening with sweat and dirt, stood tall, a silent testament to his prowess on the battlefield. Emily Carter wore a weary smile.